Well, England facing Belgium here for the first time since 1999 and the first time at Wembley since 1964. But it wasn't about history, it was about the future really, and how this England squad would shape up in their last warm-up game for Euro 2012. And one of the exciting parts of the afternoon, Tony DeRigo, was Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
No, most certainly. First 90 minutes for the young man, and here at Wembley, I'm very impressed indeed. He was left, right, through the middle as well. I think a fine game.
Belgium had a lot of the ball in the first half. England kept them out of range, just about. Axel Witsel.
They certainly did. And I think the way they kept possession that last third was very impressive, but without really getting chances in and around that 6-yard box. And here's one from a lot further out, 25 yards. Joe Hart, delighted to see that one go harmlessly over the bar.
Well, this was the moment that decided the match. And Belgium caught by a combination of Welbeck and Gerrard, and then it was Welbeck sprinting forward to Ashley Young's pass and finishing in the grand manner.
Cool, calm, collected from the young man. I'm delighted for him. From his sick bed yesterday, and he's come out of it and scored a tremendous goal, but Belgium really got sucked into England's plan there of winning the ball back high up the pitch. Ashley Young, beautiful timed ball. And Welbeck there with that deft flick over the goalkeeper into the back of the net. And for strikers, it's all about goals, and Danny Welbeck has got a goal to his name.
He was the standout for England in a disappointing European campaign at under-21 level last summer in Denmark. The standout attacker, that's for sure. He got a couple of goals in that tournament, and he'll be now setting his sights on scoring in the big one in the weeks ahead. Talking about overplaying, they got deeper and overplayed. Simons was pressed by Welbeck. Good work by Milner, and then Gerrard on the scene.
That's right, and we don't often see Steven Gerrard now on the edge of the box these days, but that's what happens when you get good possession. You press high up the pitch, and when you do win it back, Steven Gerrard's in these sorts of positions, and then he can show his skill. And then Belgium beaten all ends up there. Unfortunately, Milner couldn't quite find the target. It's excellent plays, and because Milner is so diligent down that right-hand side. And Stevie G trying to place it rather than strike it goal bound. I suppose it's not his favourite foot, his left one. But we've seen this plenty of times, and good to see him up there.
England weren't quite so pressed in the second half, and collectively had defended very well. That was late in the second half. Gilles, the right back, giving Joe Hart a bit of a scare because there was a bit of bend on this.
It certainly was, but pace as well. Joe Hart, even though it was at least 25 yards out, getting nowhere near it.
England with a raft of substitutes on now. Theo Walcott, one of them. Jermaine Defoe, another. It was a typical Defoe moment, except it didn't go in.
No, that's exactly right. He moves it out of his feet. Very difficult for defenders to defend against that sort of speed when the ball's at his feet. It's there, right foot bang, and he hits it so early. Keeper, absolutely no chance.
England just switched off here, and Vertonghen, being tracked by Spurs and Arsenal, could have got himself into the London headlines with an equaliser.
Well, you expect him to hit the target, most certainly.
Well, all the brightness that Defoe brought to the proceedings, and Walcott too, encapsulated again here, but went for too much power rather and lost control in the shot.
I just thought he was actually going to hit it back across the keeper, but Walcott there, it's a beautifully weighted pass as well into Defoe. Back across would have been better, but he was nice and bright, and certainly if in the Euros you need a goal towards the end of the game, he's your man.
Well, England set up really under Roy Hodgson to defend as a unit and to hit teams on the counter-attack. Came off Lukaku, last real action, Marouane Fellaini, who hates losing but ended up on the losing side in the country where he earns his living for his country of birth.